going on, guys? It's Alex, better known as Google Tricks on the internet. Thought I would start today's video off with a first-person science questionnaire. I don't really know what's going on here. I thought it was interesting that my water bottle, my chug jug of choice, makes some very interesting noises. I assume it's just the vibration of metal on the inside, but I was curious if anyone knew kind of what was going on here. So I'll play number one, and then I'll fill it up. Currently it just has a little bit of water in the bottom, and it makes very interesting sound when or maybe not an interesting, okay, now it's like, hold on. It's like a very interesting Doppler effect, where the water vibrations at the bottom are quite something to behold. So let me fill it up and then I'll say something else. Well, I was gonna showcase my water humming, but I don't think it was really making much noise for whatever reason. I guess I can quickly show it off. So I pull it apart, everybody, but I don't know if you can really get a good listen. Yeah, it's not really making much noise, but usually I've noticed that my water makes like a nice vibration-y humming noise whenever it's filled up, and I thought it would just be something interesting to talk about today. But when you really can't even, get the product to do what it wants or what you want, then it really doesn't do anything. But anyway, we're here for beer, everybody. So, day number 19, of course. Let's see what we got. Hopefully something that might have to do with Doppler effect and vibration, everybody. Get the dang door open. Jesus. Oh. I think this is definitely a classic, everybody. An Alpen Stoff. I think for my thumbnails I always hold it sideways because it's, of course, a sideways can, so that's cool. But yeah, can't remember if this one's dark or not. Just because it's a black can doesn't necessarily mean it's dark and all, but does that sound offensive, everybody? I don't know. Anyway, give it a pour. Oh, yes. Yeah, it's definitely not a dark beer. Shocker. Oh god, for a second I thought I just poured like half the can on the side of my mug there. But smells good, so that's good. It's not a Weiss, I don't think. Kind of smell a bit of a spice to it, but no, it's just a Bavarian beer imported from Germany. Obviously, I assume Alpen has something to do with that. Obviously the Alps, I think, are in Germany. Is that a true statement? I don't know. I thought they were in Germany, France, most of like Western Europe that was touching the sea, or the ocean, but whatever. So yeah, could give a chug attempt here, so I'll join you shortly once No Foam is here, and we'll see what we get into. Alright, everybody, I think it's time to hop in. So Alpen Stoff, 5.6 alcohol, wearing the same shirt because unhygienic looking boys be like, hey man, it's the weekend, give me some slack, even though you watching this, it's not the weekend, but we can pretend, right? We can pretend. Anyway, I'll hop into it as I think my clock is chiming in the distant background, and yeah, let's give it a whirl. Nah, I think I've fallen off. Oh, I've fallen off, everybody. The chugging is just, it's depleting from me. I think as time goes on, it's just getting spicier and spicier. It also probably doesn't help that I'm doing this every night before I go to bed, so I'd really prefer to not just be like, when I go to bed, but I still end up before I go to bed. But I'm not like hungover the next day, probably because I'm a youngster, but regardless, Mr. Alpen here is very, very good, I would say. I don't really think I can hit on any flavor notes like some connoisseurs might, but definitely tastes very good in the beer department, so that's a good thing. So I'll just give it a 9. Why not? I don't think we've really had anything too exceptional this time around, so I think that bumps this up in my mind and gives it more that S tier. Doesn't give it like the Z or S plus tier, but it definitely helps it in the long run. So yeah, it's just a classic, everybody. I don't know what else to say. So with that, we'll end the video. Short video. But you know, I had to bring up the stupid Doppler vibration effects in my water bottle for a video, I suppose. So yeah, or at least that made for the terrible ass intro. I don't know what I'm saying, everybody. Regardless, enjoy the sounds and vibrations of whatever you may have at your disposal. There you go. Bye.